Hey, how's it going? Nick here, and I'm here with Nimoy, and we're going to be unboxing and building this One Fast Cat exercise wheel. So here's all the pieces. You can see it's made out of a whole bunch of different segments. And this, I'm assuming, is the walking mat that lines the inside, as well as some rollers. Those are some covers for the rollers. And these look like they're side pieces for the wheel itself. Now that we have all of the pieces out of the box, this is the part that Nimoy is probably most interested in. And the box actually has little sections that you can cut out to turn it into like a cat house type thing. So I'll do that real quick so that he's entertained while we build this thing. I gotta say too, this is some good quality cardboard. It's double layer cardboard, so it's nice and sturdy.
Oh.
So this thing comes with pretty good instructions on this big poster board with nice color pictures. Step by step on how to assemble this thing. It looks like the first thing we need to do is build this outer ring, and that's what the walking platform will snap into. First, before we put this thing together, we need to insert these little plastic clips. They fit in through these holes so that the pieces can snap together. So now you can just press down on that tab and it should slot into the next piece. Just like that. So this is probably the trickiest part of putting this thing together, is putting this little clip inside the tab here. And I found that you can squeeze it together a little bit and sort of angle it so that the top hat shaped part of it is in first, and then it snaps in, and then you sort of still need to position it so that it comes out of the hole like that. Okay, that's 2 rings. So this thing's kind of big, so we already had to move to a different location. The next step is to put the floorboards on, and it looks like each one uses 4 clips. Now that all of the clips are in the walkways, we need to snap them into place. There's a couple things to consider here. One is that the orientation of these is important. There's a tab on one side here that slots into the next. So you'll notice that one side is labeled B and the other side is labeled A. The other thing to consider is that there's a little marking slot right here, and that needs to correspond to a slot on the ring. So as long as that lines up with one of these, it should be good. And the idea behind that is that it sort of, it's a crosshatch. You know, the joint for the ring is right here, and then the joint for the walkway will be here and here, sort of like a brick pattern. The clips that we just put in interface with these tabs on the back of the ring. There's 2 per walkway piece, so it might be a little bit tricky. Or not tricky at all. So since I put this piece in with the A side down, I need to continue that pattern the entire way around. Now that all of the walkway pieces are on the first ring, we need to put the second ring on top. Just like the first ring, we need to make sure those lines line up. So here's a line right here, and there's one right here. Now this is definitely going to be tricky to make sure everything's lined up. Now we just need to work our way around the ring to clip everything in. The next step is to build the stand, and that's what this aluminum pole is for, and there's a screw on each end. And there's 2 of these little roller stand things. They have these little ball bearing supported rubber wheels. They actually look sort of like rollerblade wheels. And the bottoms of these, the feet, actually have little rubber pads so they won't scratch your floor. Now this should slot right into this square hole. It is kind of tricky to slide in. There's a lot of resistance there, but it will eventually go. And then you can use the screw to pull it the rest of the way. Okay, with the stand built, now I think we can put the ring on. Okay, so it does come with these little covers that go over the wheels, and I think they just slip over the heads of these bolts. Yeah, we'll just press on. It comes with these foam pads that are what line the walkway, and it says in the instructions to sort of stagger them with the gaps. So I think, actually really if you line up one edge with those the marks that we've been going off of to build this thing, I think you should be pretty good. So I tried my best to get them to match up end to end as closely as possible, but I still have a section right here that there's some overlap, so I'm gonna have to trim it a little bit. Luckily, they did give you one extra pad, just in case you mess something up. It looks like I'm not gonna need it. It does also come with 2 extra clips that you don't need in case your cat flings one across the floor. Here, we'll try this first. Get in the ring. I think needless to say, we're gonna need to work on him actually using the wheel. He seems to be a little bit afraid of it right now anytime it starts to move, so we'll have to work on that. But anyway, I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching.